In this video, a group of Republic flash speeders led by Obi-Wan Kenobi runs headlong into a surprise Separatist blockade under the direction of General Grievous in the ruins of an ancient, abandoned Naboo settlement. Yes, we are playing a large-scale modified version of Star Wars miniatures by Wizards of the Coast. Hello gamers, Matthew here from Grey Army Gaming in lovely Fågelund, Sweden. For today's game, we are going to be playing approximately 300 points on each side of the Republic versus the Separatists in a scenario that we are calling the Separatist Blockade. The rules for this scenario are going to be pretty easy. What we have here is to set up a 4x6 battlefield. On this side, we have our Republic flash speeders, and they have Jedis on the back of 3 of them. Now, they're going to try to make their way through this abandoned settlement here over to this blockade. We have the Separatists, also with some fringe droids that they have hired in. Now, the point here is we need to get one of our Jedi through the blockade in order to bring some news back to Naboo about a Separatist invasion that is coming. So basically we have 4 speeders and we have 3 Jedis on the back. All we have to do is get one Jedi through one of these 3 access points where these Viper droids are, and if they're able to get off the battlefield, then the Republic has won. If the Republic is stopped and they're unable to do that, then it will be a Separatist victory. Here is the deployment on the eastern side of the battlefield for the Republic. We have our 4 flash speeders. In the middle here now we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi Master. Down here we have Anakin Skywalker, who is a general at this point, so General Skywalker. And they are joined here by the 3rd Jedi over here, Jedi Master Luminara Unduli. It is worth mentioning here that the flash speeders have their own turn, as do the Jedi characters. What is really cool about this scenario, though, is that the Jedis are able to ride on the back of the flash speeders, and they're able to get on or off without any additional action or affecting their movement in any way. As long as they are next to the flash speeders, they can get on and be taken around. In this way, the extra movement of the flash speeders will help the Jedi get into close hand-to-hand combat with the droids. On the western side of the battlefield, we have our Separatist army set up here, the blockade. Now they have enlisted these Viper droids from the fringe who are going to be filling these gaps here in the bottlenecks, preventing the escape. We have here as well 3 Hailfire droids, and they will be running out into the battlefield. General Grievous up here is going to keep his perch on this position in case he needs to jump down and prevent anyone from escaping. He's also joined here by a super battle droid commander, also in case the Jedis are able to get through and past these Hailfire droids. So there you have it, approximately 300 points of the Separatists versus the Republic. Let's go ahead now and roll off for initiative. Separatists with the gray dice and the Republic with the green. Here we go, initiative roll, and it will be a 20 to the Separatists to a 6 to the Republic. First activation, let's move out a Hailfire droid up to 18 inches and see if we have line of sight. When we get down here, it doesn't look like we quite have line of sight on them. There's too much obscuring by the terrain there. So we will leave our droid. Second, let's run over here and move this one up 18 and see if we get a line of sight. Clearly a line of sight here, so let's go ahead and take a shot off from this droid over onto that lead flash speeder. And we'll go ahead and shoot off some missiles. If it hits 40 damage, we need a save of 11 by the flash speeder to see if it can get out of the way. And it's a 3. It's a fail, so they will take 40 points of damage on the first flash speeder. So a brutal attack there, dropping down half of its hit points now. Let's put 4 wound markers there. So an incredibly brutal attack there. Let's go ahead now and move over to the Republic and activate 2 of our flash speeders. First off, let's activate the one that's damaged and have him come up here and take off a shot. All right, shooting from here over to here. I need to show a 5. It's a 17. So that will be 30 points of damage, dropping this one down to 30. Second activation, let's run over here and have Luminara and her flash speeder run up here 12 and take a shot on the same Hailfire droid. And the shot from here over to here, also hitting on a 5. 10. So 10 points will be enough now, 30 damage to take that Hailfire droid out of commission. Moving back to the Separatists now. Let's run over here and have this Hailfire droid move up. Clearly a line of sight now, so we're going to shoot off some missiles, potential 40 damage, save of 11 for the Republic. And it's a 3, so another fail, 40 more points of damage, taking this flash speeder out of commission as it explodes with a volley of missiles. So that leaves us with 3 speeders left for the Republic. And it's important to note that they don't have great armor on these things, so there's no damage reduction for the flash speeders. On the other hand, however, these Hailfire droids do have damage reduction of 10 because of their armor. That is, except for the first one, which was killed already because we had to draw down its damage reduction in order to give us equal points for this match. But the rest of the Hailfire droids do have damage reduction, which will make these more difficult to kill. Second activation, it's maybe not a great idea to start moving those Viper droids, but let's take one of them and move it out, make something like a triangle here. So the blockade is getting a little more spread out. Let's run back over here now to the Republic, move a couple more of those flash speeders. I think we're going to play it safe at this point and just try to run them around and give them some cover so they can't get hit at this point. And back to the Separatists here. I think the Separatists are actually not going to activate anything else. We're going to leave those Viper droids where they are. We're going to leave the Commander and Grievous where they are. We're not going to activate anything else. Likewise, over here, we're not going to activate any of the characters on the flash speeders. So that's going to bring us to the end of this round, and we're going to have to roll for initiative now to see what happens. And it looks like it's 16 to the Rebels. They will begin. First activation, we're going to run up Luminara's speeder here and get her right up into the middle, preparing for the charge on the other end, and she's going to take a shot off, or actually the speeder's going to take a shot off onto that Hailfire droid. Clear line of sight here from here over to here, hitting on a 5. And it's a 20! Wow, a 20. But unfortunately, droids, they ignore critical hits. That would have been amazing otherwise. But it is a 20, so an auto hit. Nevertheless, a powerful 30 points of damage. Second activation, let's run back over here to these flash speeders. Let's take the lead flash speeder with Obi-Wan Kenobi, run him around the side here, and see if he can get a shot off onto that Hailfire droid. And a clean line of sight now from this guy around this pillar over here to this droid. We're hitting on a 5. And it's a natural 1. No, it's going to miss. So they have completely missed. That is the end of their turn. Moving over the droids, they're going to get a chance to shoot back now. Separatist activation. Let's start over here and roll this guy up into here and take a shot off onto Luminara's speeder. Shooting off a volley of missiles now, we have a 11 plus save by the speeder. And it's a 17, so they were successfully able to dodge those missiles, not taking any damage. Next activation, we're going to have this guy right here roll up in here and also take a shot off on that speeder. Likewise, shooting off missiles, an 11 plus save. And it's a 2, no, so they take 40 points of damage. Back to the Republic now. Let's go ahead and activate this speeder over here, run it around the end, and see if we can get some shots off on that droid. On second thought, we're not going to make it around, so let's run down here and see if we can get a shot off this direction instead. And before we shoot, I forgot that this does have damage reduction 10, so we do need to take away one of its markers. It only has 20 points of damage at this point. We're going to have this other flash speeder now go ahead and take a shot on a 5 plus, 20 points of damage. And it's a 4, so it's a miss. No damage, not going well for the Republic. Let's go back and activate one of those Viper droids. Let's activate this Viper droid right here. And I think he has a line of sight onto one of our flash speeders, so he can take 2 attacks if he doesn't move. Let's check out the line of sight. Indeed, we do have a line of sight, but it looks like that speeder has some cover, so it will get a +4 bonus. First shot, we need a 12 plus because of cover. And it's a natural 20. Unbelievable. So that's going to be an amazing 60 points of damage, dropping that speeder over here down to 20 points. Let's do our second attack. Also 12 plus, and it's a 3, so that misses, leaving that speeder severely hurt. Second activation, let's go ahead and have this Viper droid activate and shoot at the same speeder. First shot off, unhindered, no penalty. Needing an 8 plus, and it's a 12. That's going to be enough damage now to destroy that speeder. So the speeder explodes in an explosion of glory, dropping Obi-Wan Kenobi there on the ground as the pilots to the speeder themselves are killed in the wreckage. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is suddenly now incredibly vulnerable and alone. Back to the Republic now. Let's go ahead and activate Luminara. She's going to jump off of the speeder right in front and go ahead and move. 6 inches of movement is not quite enough, so she's going to spend a force point to get an additional 6 inches. And with that master speed, will get her right into base-to-base contact with that droid. Double attack now, hitting on a 2 plus. First one hits, second one, natural 1 misses. So she does 20 points of damage, damage reduction, 10 total, bringing that droid down to 30. Second activation for the Republic. Let's have Obi-Wan charge in. 12 inches, not quite enough to get him into combat, but he will be ready in the next activation. Swinging back out now, let's go back to the Separatist side now, and we are going to have the battle droid commander here up on that perch take a shot off onto Obi-Wan Kenobi. From his perch up here, needing to show a 17 and a 6, he's going to miss. Remaining activations, both General Grievous and this other Viper droid are just going to hold their positions, so we will not need to do anything with them when we activate them. And that brings us back over here to the Republic, and the only one left that we can activate is Anakin Skywalker, but we're actually going to do that, jump him off of there and have him sprint up 12 inches. On second thought, we're going to hop him down here and have him run up and get on top of this speeder here so he gets the benefit of the speeder's movement if they happen to win initiative. And that brings us to the end of this round. Here is how things are standing at this moment. We have over here 2 flash speeders left, and Anakin is in on the middle there. Over here we have 2 Jedi attacking that Hailfire droid. Another one over here coming in to get some firing off. Over here we've got the rest of the group holding the line pretty well. These Viper droids have not really moved. Grievous on his position there, the commander there, so they are holding their line pretty well. The question is now, after this initiative roll, what is going to happen here in the middle? A huge initiative roll. The Republic really needs to win this one with the green dice. 14-20, no! The Separatist army will begin. First thing first, we're going to have this droid, Hailfire droid, back up a little bit to about here, getting him out of the range of Anakin, and they're going to take a shot over onto this flash speeder. Once again, a volley of missiles. They need to roll an 11 plus to save on this. If they fail, their speeder is gone. 18, so they were able to avoid the missiles. Next thing, let's activate this guy right. We'll do something similar here, having him roll back 12 inches or a little bit more and take a shot off onto this speeder as well. And Luminara here gets an attack of opportunity, hitting on a 2 plus. That will be a 10 more points of damage on that Hailfire. Taking its attack now with the missiles over onto this speeder right here, and they need to save on an 11 again. And it's a 19, so they also save, just weaving back and forth, missing missiles the entire time. So we'll run over now to the Republic and activate some of them. First, we're going to have this speeder move 12 and take a shot off on that one. Hitting on a 5 plus, and it's a 3. My goodness, they are missing. This is horrible. Oh, man. Next thing, let's run this next speeder up here as well, 12 inches, and get off a shot. On a 5 plus, here we go. And it's a 10, it goes through. 30 points of damage, but with damage reduction reduced to 20, but that was huge. That will be 60 points of damage total, taking this guy out of commission. A huge move by the speeder. Whew, this is getting exciting. Let's have this Viper droid here now activate. Not going to move, getting 2 attacks. Let's start out by shooting first over at that speeder. Here we go, an 8 plus. 16, yes! So 16 is enough damage now for this speeder to be taken out of commission. It blows up. Anakin is able to jump off just in time as the crew and the rest of the machine go up in smoke. We are down to only one flash speeder and things are looking grim for the Republic. Viper droid over here still has one more attack though. We're going to go ahead and take an attack onto this flash speeder. Same thing, 8+. 17, so it goes through 30 points of damage on that flash speeder. Second activation now, we have this super battle droid commander. He still has a good view on his perch. He's going to take a shot off onto that speeder as well. Needing to show a 14+ here, and it's a natural 1, so the flash speeder is able to avoid damage from the commander. Back to the Republic, things are looking pretty hopeless for them. We're going to just have to run up our remaining guys here and just make a charge for one of those openings. First off, Anakin heading for cover. Obi-Wan following suit behind this pillar. He's also going to find cover there. At this point, we're going to have our super battle droid commander and Grievous jump down and get out onto the battlefield. Final activation, Luminar is also going to follow suit here. And let's see, for the Separatists, we're going to do their final activation, just move this guy out here more into the middle of the battlefield. And here's all things sit at the end of that round. We have got the Jedi trying to run their way over with one more flash speeder left, but the Separatist army is moving in on them. This may very well be the last round. Let's roll initiative. And it's a 20 to the Jedi, so the Republic is still one more chance to try to make something happen. Let's start by moving this guy up 12 and see if we can get him some cover behind this building and take a shot off. Here's for the glory now, taking a shot off onto this Viper droid. Needing to show a 9. 19! All right, because of its molecular shielding now, these guys need to take a save of 11. If they pass it, the damage goes through. If not, they take 30 damage themselves as it bounces back. So here we go. 19 as well, so yes, 30 damage makes it through the molecular shield onto this guy. Second activation for the rebels, the Republic. We're going to have Luminara make her way across here using a force point. See if we can get 18 inches of movement out of her. Separatists now, we're going to activate this Viper droid, and he's going to take 2 attacks onto Luminara. 12+. 6 and misses. Second attack, same thing, and it's a 3, 2 misses. Next, we'll activate this Viper droid, same thing, 2 attacks. Let's start with first attack against that speeder. Need to show an 8, and it is a 15, so the first attack goes through. That will be 30 points of damage, bringing them down to 20. Second attack, 10, also going through, so that'll be enough to take out that speeder. Final 2 activations for the Republic. Let's charge in there with our last 2 Jedi. Separatists activating, and let's take this guy right here. We won't move him far, just enough to get here to turn and get a shot through here over onto Anakin. Needing a 12+ to hit. And it's a 9. It's a miss. Woo. Second activation. Let's put our super battle droid commander into close combat with Anakin. 16+ here. And it's a 15. It's going to miss. All right, the Republic doesn't have any more activations left, so we're going to do the rest here now. The Separatists. Let's have Grievous here. Try to run up here in this gap here and try to prevent them from running through. And final activation for the Separatists. Let's get this Hailfire droid. Let's move him around a little bit through here and see if we can get off some shots over here onto this group. And a shot from the Hailfire droid up here onto Anakin. 12+. 14. Anakin with his lightsaber defense on 11+. Doesn't take any damage. 15 as well, so Anakin's able to swat those blaster shots out of the air, preventing him from taking any damage. So here's how things look at the end of that round. Now, this is an incredibly close game. This is getting super exciting. Remember the rules now. We just have to get one of the Jedi through the blockade, and we are getting close to the edge of the board at this point. We have this Viper droid, though, is blocking the way. Grievous is there. Anakin's in combat. We got a few other droids here ready to make some attacks. But here's the thing, folks. If we are able to win initiative, then Luminara will have enough movement that she will be able to slide through here. There will be most likely an attack of opportunity by one or both of those. But if they get initiative, it looks like the Republic is going to win this game. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. And here we have it now, folks, the biggest roll of this game. Here we go, initiative roll for what is probably the final round. 18 to 11. The Republic gets it. The Jedis are going to be able to run to victory, to make their way through the blockade, and to get help from Naboo forces. Luminara, now using her second to last force point, is able to charge 18 inches past the Viper droid and through the Separatist Blockade, able now to run to Naboo and get more reinforcements. Well, there you have it, folks. The conclusion to this exciting game of Star Wars miniatures. It looks like the speeders did exactly what they needed to do. They got the Jedis as close as possible to the front lines. They all got destroyed, but the Jedis were able to sprint their way in from there without being picked off and able to break the blockade. So even though the Separatists had a huge amount of firepower and frankly a lot stronger firepower, that was not enough to hold back the onslaught and the speed of the flash speeders, letting the Jedi break the lines and eventually win the scenario. Well, thank you for joining us here today at Grey Army Gaming for this game of Star Wars miniatures, for the future of gaming.